I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and this last week we finally had some more movement on the issue about the documents related to the Winnipeg Lab. And if you recall, that has to do with two fired scientists with rumors about involvement from China. Now, this new process, this ad hoc committee, is going to be comprised of 4 MPs and 3 judges, 2 of whom were formerly on the Supreme Court of Canada. And the idea is that they get to review the unredacted documents and then make determinations on what can be made public, and any disputes go to the judges who then make the final determination. But this shouldn't have happened in this particular way. This is the whole reason why we have the National Security and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians. It was supposed to be the compromise that would allow this kind of scrutiny to take place with MPs and senators, without having to resort to these kinds of measures. But the Conservatives decided to politicize NSICOP, as well as insisting that the parliamentary law clerk should be the one to review and redact the documents, even though he has no proper security and intelligence training, so he wouldn't necessarily know what is acceptable to redact and what is not. But the thing we need to remember is that this is really about gamesmanship. And Canadian MPs for the longest time have had a particular reputation of not wanting to have actual security clearance so that they can actually comment and make as many accusations in public as they want, because they know the moment that they get the security clearance and can see the security documents, they can no longer talk about it. And that's been a pattern in Canadian politics for decades. And that's also why we haven't had a proper parliamentary committee that is security cleared, and why NSICOP has been the compromise that would allow that to happen. And we just saw this play out with the Chinese foreign interference allegations, where Pierre Poilievre was offered a briefing, a security briefing, by PMO and PCO, and he turned it down because he considered it a trap, so that once he knew the information, he could no longer talk about it. And that's a problem with how we're governing ourselves in Canadian politics. It's a sign that we don't have a serious parliament and that we're probably not a serious country. For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.